weekend at the Lowe's Motor Speedway as the 43 of Petty Enterprises takes its spot on the starting grid. The next of the drivers entered in the Winston has been around from the beginning. Darrell Waltrip's talent and personality have helped him shape the history of stock car racing. He is a three-time NASCAR Winston Cup champion, and in 1985 won the inaugural Winston All-Star race in a cloud of smoke. He leads all active drivers with 84 career Winston Cup wins, including the Daytona 500 in 1989. From Franklin, Tennessee, Darrell Waltrip.
Put on your sunglasses when you see this car. Hey, he's in a regular uniform this time. He's not wearing somebody's tinfoil.
The car has the tinfoil look, that chrome look. DW says, no, I think I'll just come out with something a little more conservative this year.
That's a decal. They have to stick that thing on all the way around the bodywork. You can't chrome sheet metal.
Now the next driver to introduce to you is a fellow who has gotten into this event on a bit of a quirk. He's in because Joe Nemechek won for Felix Sabates a year ago. Kenny Irwin's open wheel lineage is undeniable as Rookie of the Year for both the Sprint and USAC Silver Crown divisions. He has 2 wins in the Craftsman Truck Series. He was 1998 Rookie of the Year for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Kenny Irwin, the next of those who have qualified for the Winston. Second time he's been in this all-star event, Dick Berggren.
He's a good one. Kenny Irwin really came out of the open wheel ranks, made his name in USAC sprint car and midget racing. Had a tough time here at Winston Cup. He's come close. No wins so far.
There's the look of the Bell South machine for this weekend. Kenny Irwin, who was also in the Winston back in 1998. Now the next driver we'll be introducing to you is one who'll be starting in the 15th spot in the nation's rent Chevrolet. Michael Waltrip has won in almost everything he's attempted in the world of motorsports. He is a true veteran of the ups and downs of the sport. And though he claims no NASCAR Winston Cup victories, his 1996 win in the Winston from the Winston Open remains unmatched. A career not without its wild rides and its smiles. Michael Waltrip and the nation's rent team next to be welcomed here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Yeah, and the only driver that has gotten a win in the Open, started last, worked his way up through the field, and actually won the Winston by working his way through the Open. And I tell you, it wasn't a gift. He earned it.
Darrell and Michael Waltrip, the only brothers to have won the Winston over the years. Now it's time to welcome to the Winston a driver who earned his way in here on TNN last season. Joe Nemechek's success in Winston Cup racing springs from years of hard work. He was champion of the NASCAR Busch Grand National Series in '92 and has 8 career wins on that circuit. Last year he visited Winston Cup victory lane for the first time, a popular win at the New Hampshire International Speedway. He is the pride of Lakeland, Florida. Here comes Joe Nemechek.
He's good here at this racetrack. Won in 1997 in a Busch Series race. Absolutely blew the competition into the weeds. Dominated that event. He has been very, very strong in practice. He was second quick last night in the final night practice.
And he loves this portion of the schedule because Charlotte, Dover, Pocono, Michigan, upcoming tracks are his best on the resume. The next driver to introduce is Ward Burton, who sprang from the Virginia Bull Rings and his racing family roots to become a success on the Busch Grand National Circuit. His first Winston Cup win came in Rockingham in 1995, and 5 years later, he revisited Victory Lane, winning at Darlington this spring, one of the toughest tracks to master. Driving the new look Caterpillar car here this weekend, Ward Burton.
Skill and guts right there. Every time I watch him drive a race car, I think of what a race car driver should do on the racetrack. He gives it everything he has from the time they drop the green flag until it's over. He and Tommy Baldwin have made a great team. Look for this guy to be a factor, not only tonight, but any other time you see him on the racetrack.
He and his wife Tabitha, the whole family, making their runs around the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Now the crowd knows who's coming next. The man is the Intimidator, but before he became the Intimidator, he was a boy who dreamed of being like his dad, following him into a sport on which he had made an indelible mark. With 3 wins in the Winston, 7 Winston Cup championships, and a Daytona 500 win, Dale Earnhardt has truly done it all. He is in the Peter Max designed Chevrolet this evening. Listen to the fans say hello to the man from Kannapolis, Dale Earnhardt. And if you've not seen his race car yet, you are in for a treat.
Well, here it is.
Look at that pink on that thing. Wow.
Of course, as we all know, Dale's very first race car was a pink race car.
Let me tell you, that thing will be beautiful if he gets it out front. Earnhardt, the only 3-time winner of the Winston.
Uh-oh. Wonder who that is. I hear the booze.
I hear booze in the background. Boo him or not, he is perhaps the sport's greatest success story. You name it, he has won it. From Rookie of the Year honors to the inaugural Brickyard 400 to 3 championships in a 4-year span in which he won the Daytona 500 twice, the Winston twice, and the No Bull 5 3 times. From Pittsburgh, Indiana, Jeff Gordon.
Eli, the incredible part, only 28 years old, started in 1992 in Winston Cup and has 50 victories already.
The crowd. You know, they got to have somebody to love, and they got to have somebody to boo for, and they got Gordon to boo for tonight. At least some of them do. He does have a lot of fans. There are a lot of people that really love this guy, and there's a lot to like about him.
With his wife, Brooke, making a tour around the 1.5 miles here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Now it's time to head to Texas for our next honoree, Terry Labonte. He's been fast all of his life. His dedication to the sport has earned him 2 NASCAR Winston Cup championships in 647 consecutive starts. He is the grand pillar of a NASCAR family tradition and a 2-time winner of the Winston. Victories separated by 11 seasons. He has the Kellogg's colors flying proudly again tonight from Corpus Christi, Texas. Terry Labonte.
Terry's run them all but one. Only 1991 has he missed. In all 16 years this event has been run. Won her last year from 13th spot.
Led 24 of the 70 laps en route to winning the Winston last year, including those final 5 laps when he passed Tony Stewart midway through that final 10-lap segment to grab the win. Next is Jeremy Mayfield. He has competed in many motorsports series. In Winston Cup, he won the Winston Open in 1998, passing his childhood hero Darrell Waltrip for his first points win that same year. He celebrated his second Winston Cup victory earlier this spring at the California Speedway in Fontana. From Owensboro, Kentucky, Jeremy Mayfield.
Well, let me just tell you about Jeremy Mayfield. He has just started to show people what he's really about. Great driver on the old Nashville Speedway, knows how to get around the racetrack, only 31 years old, and 2 Winston Cup wins.
And there is the Mobile One Ford from the Kranifus Penske Racing Stables. Looking for a big, big weekend this and next here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway.